All right. We're gonna get this started fresh because a lot has happened, right? We're gonna get this started nice and fresh. Before I start marking up the volume profile, though, I do just want to quickly point out that we are in an area where we have seen some really, really heavy resistance in the recent past. We had a nice rejection, basically off these prior highs, and you know things are things are looking a little bit dicey with that ceasefire. Who would have imagined, except for anybody that's ever been paying attention? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So we talked yesterday about how this ceasefire is not likely to last. We talked on Tuesday night about how the ceasefire is very likely to be broken before those 2 weeks. And lo and behold, if that isn't exactly what the fuck has been happening, who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that the countries that never get along can't get along? Now that's crazy. That's crazy, guys. So, yeah, things are looking a little bit rocky today. We'll see what happens. We could just continue up today. It really depends on what sentiment ends up being like. But what I can tell you is that as we've said before, this war is not over. It simply just isn't. And I don't think it's going to be ending really anytime soon. Because again, the list of demands from Iran is just it's not going to be met. So what I'm kind of expecting, and I don't know if it's going to necessarily happen today, but what I'm kind of expecting is for us to come down and revisit this area at least, right? This area that's like 23,900 up to 24,100. I suspect that we're going to visit it again. I also suspect that we are going to be seeing oil creep back up because even if the war ended today, the oil supply chain is fucked. Just because, just because, you know, there was a vaccine for COVID, it didn't mean that the entire um, it didn't mean that the entire global economy and that um, like all the supply chains were fixed. Like that didn't happen immediately because nothing like that ever happens immediately. It takes time to fix the supply chain. It takes time to get everything moving again. It takes time to get people back to work. It takes time to raise the money to repair things. Like it takes time. So, it's funny because I'm seeing on like social media, I'm seeing that a lot of retail is like, "Oh, well, the war's over. Like we're gonna squeeze. We're gonna run." Like we could squeeze. It's I don't think it's gonna last. You know, if you did get a market wide squeeze off of this, I don't think it's gonna last. But what do I know, right? What do we know? We've only been doing this for a long time and calling out literally everything that's been happening ahead of time on stream. So, what do we know? But yeah, that ceasefire is very fucking tenuous, guys. It's very tenuous. Like it is not something that that should be signaling, oh, this is the end of all conflict and the end of all problems to you. That's not how I would read it. We're getting a small reprieve, right? We're getting a little bit of a break from the deep sell off. And, you know, That's pretty much it. It's nothing more, right? This is not a this is not a huge, win. So just be cautious of it. And we're at a really again a really interesting point, where we have rejected off of basically the same area over and over and over again. So I am anticipating that it is going to continue acting as resistance, at least for the foreseeable future. If we blow past it, obviously that changes, right? I don't have a fucking crystal ball. I can't see the future.
Yeah, well then get wrecked.
Get wrecked. But what I can do is use common sense, and you can too. That's the beautiful part, right? We can use common sense and we can say, okay, war ends today. What happens? Did all those natural gas facilities get unbombed? No. Okay, then we still have problems there. Did the oil refineries fix themselves? No. Well, okay. Then there's still supply chain issues. Are ships able to traverse the Strait of Hormuz? Well, we thought they were going to, but now they're all being held up, uh, basically being held hostage, and Bitcoin is being demanded for their safe passage. So, yeah, that's uh, that's something we should probably keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for, because again, like these issues are still present. They're going to be present even if everything ended today. Like, dude, the damage is done. And that doesn't mean that further damage can't be done, but we've already seen massive interruption of those supply chains. That's the point that I want to get across to you guys. And it takes time to get all this shit fixed. It takes time. Like this is going to be an ongoing battle, an ongoing debate, you know? So today, I kind of want to watch oil. I kind of want to watch oil here. That is not the one that I wanted to watch. Yeah, let's get the CFDs. But I want to watch oil today. I think oil's in a really interesting spot. Absolutely, monkey. What kind of crazy question is that? Of course we do. Of course we do. But yeah, I'm really thinking that this sell-off continues very shortly. I know we've been kind of flat, you know, for the last day and a half, but I don't think this is going to last. And that big rejection told us a lot, because what did we talk about yesterday in stream, and what did we talk about on Tuesday night in the equity roundtable, right? This is, if you were bagged on a bunch of positions, you're Wall Street and you're bagged on a bunch of positions, you need to get the fuck out of these longs. How are you going to do it? Well, you're going to prop it up and you're going to get everyone to rush in and get suckered in thinking, "Oh my god, there's a ceasefire. It's over. The war's over. We have peace in the Middle East." And then you're going to pull the rug on everyone that believed that stupid shit. Okay? So, don't get caught in the trap. Be aware of what is actually happening. And again, like it's notable to understand the history between Iran and the US and Iran and Israel and Iran and all of their fucking neighbors because they are a global pariah for a reason, right? People don't like this country. They don't trust this country. They don't want to do business with this country. And the US market relies on that entire region to provide oil. So, yeah, like this is probably something that we shouldn't trust. Yeah, the ceasefire will most likely not hold. And we go through it routinely. We go through it routinely. Like this isn't even something that is unique to right now. Give me 1 second. I'm actually just gonna swap over real quick. And I'm just gonna pull up the order book for us. So give me just a minute. Yes, I know my stream's black. Uno momento. But yeah. So like we've seen this before. Um, if you really want to talk about like the supply chain disruption, I really think that a good parallel is COVID. Right. So during COVID, we had a bunch of ships that were stuck, that were unable to get cleared for passage. Right. Does that sound familiar? We had a bunch of oil rigs shut down. Does that sound familiar? Right. We had Wall Street caught off guard. That sounds familiar for fucking sure. Okay, so these situations, despite having different origins, right? Despite being, one being triggered by a massive virus outbreak, the other one is triggered by a massive outbreak in humans killing each other. Sad but true. Sad but true. And despite having those different origins, the effects are very, very similar. That stress of the supply chain, that uncertainty, that's what's driving markets. Investors, and particularly Wall Street, really don't like uncertainty. These guys are used to having everything under their thumb. They're used to knowing everything before anybody else. And you can see it because you can see that they place trades based on events that haven't hit the news yet. But here, they're getting so much whiplash from just rocking back and forth, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. It's over, it's back, it's over, it's back. Right? Rampant inflation. No one knows what the fuck's going on right now. And part of that is by design because it seems like, again, Trump's main strategy is to cause chaos and confusion and use it as leverage for negotiating. And I mean, obviously, that's not really working, but it's his strategy. Okay, that's what he's been doing. Icarus wrote a really in-depth document on it for everyone that's subscribed. So if you want to see that, right, and if you want to hit all these streams every day, then join. But yeah, that's basically where we are. We're in an interesting spot. All right, I am going to switch over to this. We'll pull that up and pull that up. Very, very low volume, just kind of consolidating. I'm expecting the volume to kick on any minute now. It normally starts moving about 30 minutes before market open, right? Like you normally start to see a little bit of inflow, moving things around. right around now. So, we'll give it a sec. Let's see what's going on. There we go. We got a little movement. And let's see what today brings us. And again, I mean, I'm cautiously bearish because overall, like I know the situation is bearish. Okay. Overall, I know this situation is bearish. But it doesn't matter what I know or what we know. Okay. The thing that matters the most, is when does everyone know? And much like when we were waiting for that big, big downturn that ended up happening, we only had to wait a day. Because when we were talking about it, we saw through the bullshit and we saw what was happening. And it became extremely obvious. Look at that, right on time. You get a little bit of capital inflow at 6. You get some more trading happening. Right on time. Oh, you got us? You got US. You got us? But yeah. So things are looking a little bit cooked. None of these people, including our own very disappointing NATO, understand anything unless they have pressure placed upon them. Yep, and a lot of the economic data, yeah, it all ran in line with expectations, and the expectations weren't fantastic. KXY, it's been a shit show, but we've been okay. We've been okay. As far as everyone else, I have no idea. I know a lot of people have been losing their fucking ass. I've been watching it all over StockTwits and all over Reddit. Like no one knows how to make heads or tails out of any of this. And one of the easiest ways is to not hold like super short-term options or levered trades overnight. Right? Trade with the day. We're pumping and we're crossing a bunch of liquidity levels. Fantastic. Cool. Be long until you find a bunch of sellers. And conversely, sell until you find a bunch of buyers. Yeah. So got a president that wants to leave NATO. Not the best thing. Not the best thing. Not the best thing for markets either. Right? Our economic and military alliances have made America into the powerhouse, right? That it is. Since the end of World War II, that's what's done it. But I digress. Right? Don't need to give you guys a whole history lesson on NATO. I don't think that you guys want to hear a whole history lesson on NATO. So we will yeah, we'll just watch and see what happens. Right now, obviously we're consolidating. There isn't really a clear direction. Seeing these big wicks to the upside is really interesting, but I don't know that it's, and actually I do know it's not worth trading right now. It's not worth trading right now. I think that we're in for some nice movement when the market actually opens. So we'll hang out. In the meantime, oil pumping, doing its thing. Back over 100 a barrel. just barely, but over 100 a barrel. We just broke it. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks like that sell off down to 90 was just a big liquidity grab. Who would have known? That's so crazy. In other news, we have been watching BZAI very, very closely for all the warrior swings. And well, would you look at that? This is the little AI stock that could. And we've watched it literally double while we've held it. So, yeah, nice big candles. And very notably, I do want to say that it started off with a big ass gap up and a sell off, right? And that's pretty normal as the markets try to adjust and price in news. In fact, we kind of saw something a little bit similar here in the way that we gapped way down and recovered super, super strong, right? So if you guys weren't here for the equity roundtable, this is one of the big topics of discussion. Was this little Chinese company that makes all of the supplies for oil infrastructure? What is BZAI? BZAI is Blaze AI. So they are a they're an AI company that essentially caters mostly to retail facing businesses. Okay, so think like agentic AI, right? You have a problem with your order, or you want to place an order, or you have questions about, some parts. Well, these guys make the AI that you can go talk to and that will do shit for you as the consumer, right? So that's pretty much what BZAI does, right? And they 20x their revenue from 1 million to 20 million. They're still, very much in the early ugly kind of growth stage of the company, but regardless of that, the bottom was the bottom, and we nailed it. So yeah, yeah. And then there's this company, right, which is again, they provide oil infrastructure. So they build drills, they build pipes, they build tankers, right? Everything that you need to drill for, process, distribute, and store oil is made by these guys. Okay, and they're not the only ones that make them, but they are one of the only ones that make them in China, where labor is super cheap and they have all of the mineral infrastructure already. They're one of the only ones that do it at a really affordable cost. And they're one of the only ones who can do business with the entire Middle East, including Iran, because China and Iran have, they trade together. So, this is a really interesting an interesting little stock. And we're seeing some very, very big similarities between this and one of the biggest runners of the year, which we called in advance on stream, by the way, which is Anna. Like this should look really similar, right? As it just kind of traded heavily, lots of gaps, market trying to price it in, and then boom, you had the God candle, right? So this and LSE again look very similar. Very similar. And I can also 100% tell you that there are no shares that can be borrowed here. They just don't exist. You can't borrow this fucking thing. Okay? So that takes away a lot of the selling pressure. Why is that it can't be borrowed? It's because the people that are holding it aren't lending it out. If the people that are holding it aren't lending it out, then it's not going to get lent out, right? Yeah, Anna's been a really good swing play for the last few weeks. To be honest, like it's been really good the last few weeks. And again, like we identified that one really really early. Like we were talking about that at 250 and making a bunch of shitty jokes about the name, you know. So, if you're missing out on these, it's because you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention and you're not in the right place. But yeah, Anna's been, given a lot of really big trading opportunities. And I think that LSE is kind of up next. So we'll see what happens. Oil's still holding up really well. We got these two big wicks to the downside where you had, big buys step in. We'll see what happens at open. That is, of course, always the big tell is what happens at open. That's where all the volume rushes in anyways. Right? That's where we see the big influx of volume. New York Open is by far the most heavily traded. That's because all the US firms have a shit ton of money and they like to throw it around. All right. Well, we have these levels set up. That should do us for the day. There is one trader with a 100% win rate. Yeah, shorts make sense today. Totally. I mean, obviously, we have to wait and see if the market feels the same way that we do. But I'm suspecting that they're starting to see that this ceasefire, and just like we talked about Eisen, right? Just like we talked about Eisen, just have to see if the market understands that this ceasefire is a load of bullshit. And regardless of any ceasefire, it's not like everything is fucking fixed, right? No, you were here on Tuesday, right? We were talking about this on Tuesday. Maybe not. No? All right. Well, get fucked then. I don't know what to say. No, but this is something that we've been talking about consistently on stream. And if I sound like a broken record, it's because I really want that to fucking sink in. That this situation is still developing. Now, one thing that I have noticed, which is really interesting, is I've been seeing a big shift into the telecom sector, right? So we're talking about things like Verizon and AT&T. I've been seeing a big shift into there, and I think that it's really kind of been acting as a nice safe haven. I need to do a little bit more digging and see if there's actually merit to it, but it seems like people have been flocking there for the high dividend payments and also for I guess safety in general, right? Because Americans are always going to need cell phones and people worldwide will always need and use cell phones. So there are there's something to that thesis, I think. And I've been seeing the inflow. I just want to take a look at all of the company's financials and see which is kind of the best candidate, right? Just in the same way that we had to go and look at, what is the best oil supplier to deal with the Venezuela situation, which was Chevron. And we were right about that. It's funny seeing the news come out, 2.5 months later, where everyone's like, oh, Chevron's doing so many great things. It's like, yeah, dude, we know. We know. Right? Because we went and we looked at where all their existing contracts were. So, seeing that shift into telecom is really, really interesting to me. And I again, I have to check, but I want to see if there's some merit there and if there might be some short and midterm trading opportunities. Yeah, so that's something that I've been noticing. That's something I've been noticing. We've also seen a little bit of a resurgence with the rest of the market on private credit. So, this is something that we've talked about quite a bit. Um, if we go to the daily, you'll see that there's been a little bit of a push up. It's not big. It's not a big push up. All of these problems with private credit in general still exist, but the market seems to be kind of pricing in a little bit more comfort, with risk. So we'll take a look at, of course, the big one, the canary in the coal mine, which is OWL, and this one, this one is just not doing well. KKR did okay, right? We're gonna see like what's going on with Blackstone. Oh my gosh, the exact same thing as KKR. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that stocks in the sector that are holding basically the exact same shit? Okay. Who would have guessed that they are going to move similarly? That's crazy. That's crazy. But again, like we want to make sure that we're keeping track of that we're keeping track of this sector because this sector can be used as a barometer, right? Basically as a measuring stick to see what sentiment is like for the riskier assets, right? These guys are holding a bunch of like Anthropic, they're holding a bunch of OpenAI, right? Risky things that potentially have a big payoff, things that banks won't touch. Things that banks won't touch. That's what these guys hold. If you could go get a traditional loan from a bank or you could be listed on a public exchange, then you would never ever talk to private credit. Okay. So again, we're using them as kind of a barometer and we're seeing that that some of them got a little bit of a pop, but it's really shaky. It's really shaky. Like, yeah, there's a big gap up in the morning, gapped up from what is this? 105.35, gapped all the way up to 109.98, traded as high as 112.36, as low as 105.39 again, ended up at 107, right? And back down to 106 we are right now. Getting this like a little bit of an uptrend here. Again, I don't really think that I trust that. So, I'm not saying long here. I'm just pointing out that there is a little bit of an uptrend happening. I think there's going to be some good short selling opportunities today. So, we'll just wait. We'll hang out. We'll see. Also, happy Thursday, everybody. We're getting close to the weekend. Does anyone have any fun plans? It's Friday Junior. I love that. Friday Junior, bro. Friday Junior. No plans? Oil change? I mean, that's something. Are you going to do it yourself? have oil splashing all over you. You could cosplay like you're Iran right now. Yeah, seriously, you don't want to get caught in market open. Yeah, even if you're right, like in the longer term, like dude, they're gonna shake you out. So this is just not the time to be placing a trade. Like this is the time where we want to wait. We just saw 23 contracts pop up on the ask. There's a big, there's a pretty big order block that exists right around here. Right around here. Nice little wall just got put up. Nice little wall there. So look at that. The wall gets put up and the market gets a little shaky. And it's funny because what I can tell you is like if you're trading equities, you'll notice it even more, right? You'll notice it even more. But a lot of times these firms will put up um, like a big ass wall, right? They'll put a big wall on the ask, and you get close to it, and sometimes it just disappears, right? Because they're spoofing. They're placing orders on the order book because they want to influence sentiment. But sometimes they're bluffing, and you can call that bluff. And if that bluff gets called and they're wrong, you will see them immediately start to unwind. And it's actually hilarious. You don't see it as much on the indices because this is a bunch of institutions trading it, right? It's not like a lot of like small cap equities where you might have one or two firms that are long, right? And then you have one or two that are arbitraging it with some other kind of instrument like bonds or warrants. Um, right. You see that a lot more on like the smaller scale um, or small cap businesses. But in the world of equities, it's funny because you see that behavior all the time. The only reason you don't see it as much here is because there are more banks trading, and they know the second that they try to spoof an order, that someone else can just come in and grab it and fuck them over completely. Doing his masters. Hell yeah. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. You got it though. You got this. What's spoofing an order?
This.
Oh wow, okay. You just put the whole fucking definition there. Yeah. Yeah. That that is what that is. Bro, you had that like ready. The fuck? Were you just waiting for someone to ask what spoofing was? You're like, man, I gotta go get this. I know someone's gonna ask. Fucking copy it.
Yeah.
It was so quick. Yeah. Yeah. So that's spoofing. That's spoofing, right? Because you're placing a big order. You're trying to essentially influence market direction. You don't ever intend for it to get filled, and you end up canceling it before anything actually happens. Yeah. Yep. That is how that works. And it's funny because you say that it's illegal and surveilled, right? But what I will say is that even though it's illegal, it happens all the time. And surveilled is a really strong word because nobody's watching it, dude.
It depends on where.
Depends where. That's fair.
If a retailer is trying to spoof, well,
Well, no, even then, like a lot of times they're not gonna catch you, dude. The SEC's fucking defunded. Like there's almost no enforcement happening right now. That's why these institutions are doing what they're doing. They're running wild. They always get to run wild, but especially right now.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. There ain't shit being enforced. All right, they're doing all the dirty stuff.
I mean, to be fair, the text is a little bit older. It was back in the day when I was testing Nox out.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, yeah, that is how that works. Okay, well, I think it's time for a nice little caffeine break before markets open. So, Icarus, you want to take over for a minute?
Nah, I don't want to.
Oh shit! All right. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you with Icarus. He doesn't like you. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. So, what are we going to do now? I think there is a great demand that we troll father a little. Oh, it was nice. Unnamed. We had a lot of like different things. It wasn't just sausages. It was also like steaks and stuff. Next time I'm probably gonna smoke a brisket. Well, Gauzy, what do you think where I am from? I don't sound American at all. Yeah, nah, I'm from Germany. So, yeah, that is that. By the way, we got some things to look out for on gold. Because, as I mentioned, the level 869 was back on track, as you might remember the other day that I called it. It was actually live on stream, and we hit 857. So we got close to it. And now we just came back down to 722 as a bottom. So we could potentially go back up from here and go further up. Possibly break the 869 barrier and go up to 500. Not 500, 5,000. Yeah. So, monkey, it does mean something like bro. Yeah, I mean, natural. You gotta realize, like, I called out the breakout on, I think it was Monday, because we were in the consolidation. And I was saying already, like, if anything happens to the markets in terms of like crashing or having big drawdowns or anything, that the possibility of a pump is pretty strong. Swazzle, why are you asking me that? I don't even know half the fuck of people you are mentioning. Uh oh, it's pre market. a minute before open, and we are breaking out on Nasdaq. Yeah, Swazzle, I'm German. I don't know Chipotle or like chutney or whatever. Elo, I've been trading for like 2.5 years now. So yeah. Let's see. I do both. And we are 10 seconds away. I think it'll be quite nasty, especially on US 30. That shit's been a mess. All right, first breakout. 922 has been broken. Let's see if it can hold it. US 30 is about to flush down. Oh, Elo, that strongly varies.
Well, that's an interesting pump.
I don't really have a clear number in head.
For what?
Someone in chat asked me like what kind of P&L returns in percentage I've seen last year.
Have to go and check that. That's hard to go off of memory. That was fucking 4 months ago.
Yeah. Did you just fart?
No, I just coughed. I'm just moving this up on the watch list so I can keep an eye on it. Okay.
Yeah, so Elo, the average I've seen was about between 20 to 30% a month.
Except for December, because that was crazy.
Yeah. December was like I think 75%.
Yeah. Yeah, December was wild for us. It was funny, we were watching everyone get wiped out. We were just fucking trading. It's like, oh, okay, it's near the highs. All right, short it. Like, I'm just waiting. Nothing I really like yet.
Yeah, the current market phase is completely Champions League. Like if you can make money in this market environment, you're good.
Oh yeah. No, this is a much tougher market to trade than what we've had for the last few years. Because for the last few years, you could really just buy any old fucking thing and sit on it for a little bit and it would go up. But that was before we had oh god damn it. One second.
What are you
So
doing?
sorry. I hit the wrong button. That's all.
Oh man, typical.
We're good.
Boomer.
I know. It's because I was trying to see the chat on my phone. I accidentally joined the stage. Yep. We're just waiting. Look at that. Pump didn't fucking play out completely. But again, we want to be patient. We want to be patient here. Just hang out, right? We're big chilling, guys. We're big chilling. Okay? We'll see what happens. What I'd really like is for us to not just come down and test this 865 liquidity level that we drew out. I'd like to see us just dump right past it. I'd like to see us dump
Yeah.
past it. And I'd like to see us dump past all of this bullshit.
And no, Elo, it was more on medium-sized numbers.
Damn, Nitrom. Yo, I'm catching strays in the fucking chat today. I'm catching strays.
Yo, father, what are we trading? He's asking, do we trade the retail type of strategy or more of an institutional and quant type? I think order flow is not really retail in the way that we do it, or is it?
Not really. I mean, most people don't do this. Most people are too busy looking at fair value gaps. Whatever the fuck that is. Most people are too busy trading made up things, to be so honest with you.
Buy my
No,
course, only 4,000.
No, I don't fuck with fair value gaps. It's because it's nonsense. It's because it's absolute nonsense. Like, realize that you will never ever hear anyone from Wall Street talking about a fair value gap. And the reason isn't because it's like some big secret. It's because it's made up fairy tale Candyland bullshit. Okay? It's bullshit.
Yeah, Elo. So the things that you see, the guys selling courses and trading bullshit strats that don't work, this is the type of people you want to avoid at all costs. Like what we do here on the stream and what we teach live is also what we use.
Yeah. It sure is. ICT means I can't trade. How do you know when you should enter? When you have a really, really clear direction. That's essentially the summary of it. Right? When you have a really clear direction. When you see an FVG. Yeah. Yeah, maybe not.
Oh,
I'm sure that there are. You could be profitable with any strategy if you understand it. It's just that some strategies have a lot of fluff and a lot of bullshit in it, like ICT, which has a handful of useful things and then a lot of bullshit that doesn't matter.
Your father, we gotta work on the WOP thing. Because I've seen many people now with a Warrior subscription that don't have access to the Live Trades stage channel. Because every time they renew their subscription, the verified role gets taken away.
Something.
Yeah, the verified role gets taken out.
That's so weird. Okay, I'll mess with that today. I think I know what it is. Fucking WAP is really
it's ass.
Yeah, a little bit. It is a little bit ass. It doesn't do all the things I wish it did.
Yeah, there are profitable ICT traders for a short term, but don't expect a ICT trader to be profitable over the course of like 10 years or something.
No.
That won't happen.
No, it's very unlikely to happen. So order blocks are just essentially Wall Street stepping in and saying, no, you're not going to move in this direction.
No, Elo. We don't have
They're
jobs.
usually just big resting passive orders. That's all an order block is. I'm literally just waiting. I'm waiting for that clear sell signal.
Yo, Swazzle, I have something for you.
Oh God.
Do you want to see it?
Okay. Swazzle. Bonus points if your young ass can name that movie. They've made a few. They've made a few. That one I'm pretty sure is Nosferatu. I am. Oh man, it's so close. It's so close. We're not there yet, but I think we're really close to a short. And I know that you're looking at this. You're like, oh, there's a small uptrend. Yeah. Wait. Nosferatu is not a German film, I don't think. What type of signal am I looking for? I'm looking for a real push down and some true weakness. Which right now we're not seeing strength or weakness, right? Right now we're just kind of teetering and sitting and consolidating, and I have no interest in placing a trade during consolidation. Like I want to wait for this. I want to wait for the manipulation to begin. But I have a feeling that it's going to be beginning very shortly. Like I don't want what do Remor is attached to though? Whales and sharks. It's whales and sharks.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are
Big
you really,
fish.
really, really sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Big fish, bro. Except whales aren't fish, they're mammals. Sharks are fish though. ICT probably. Yeah, Fitch. FICH, Fitch.
Tony, we can't really tell like if this is going up or down right now because we're just consolidating. We gotta
Yeah.
wait for clear direction.
Yeah. Don't jump the gun. Like we don't want to sit inside of consolidation holding a trade. Like that's not what we want to do. See, in Uzi's experience. So that's why instead of coming in and being like, "Oh, hey, you know, it's definitely going to go this direction," he's just like, "The fuck are the markets doing?" Because that's the real question. What are we doing right now? We don't know. We don't know. We're gonna sit and wait. We're gonna wait. We have to be patient, right? We have to be patient.
Well, you know, AI is not gonna take over everything at all. Like all the physical jobs you can't really like replace with AI. It's more like a brain. Any office job would probably get replaced by AI at some point.
Yeah, middle management too. Just like the most useless fucking profession. Holy shit. What kind of fucking gap is that?
The fuck?
I don't trust that, bro. Did we have news just hit?
Nah, we had news like an hour ago.
We didn't have any news. No, there's no news.
Just New York shenanigans.
Part of me wants to fucking sell this. Not even gonna lie.
Nah, it looks pretty bullish to me.
Entering small sell. Small short.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, Elo. Have a good one.
See ya, bro.
Yo, monkey, that was me. That was my deed. I blocked the word job.
Yeah. Yeah, he did do that. Not allowed to say it. You have to put J asterisk B. We allowed if you censor the O.
Every time I see the word job, I always have this one meme in mind of this, I think, speech where the guy in the background faints at the word job.
All right, anytime now. I'm
Are
telling
you
you, man,
sure?
I feel like this thing's gonna drop like a fucking rock. We'll see.
Eh,
We'll see.
Yikes.
We're getting a little bit of movement. We're getting a little bit of movement. And again, you see that I'm taking very small positions, okay? I literally, this is a 2 micro position. So we're not over here fucking full porting, YOLOing, right? We're not going buck wild. All right. We're not being Mr. Nasty Time. Okay. You like that, Mr. Nasty Time? Hey, I laugh at my own jokes. That's what fucking matters, okay?
You heard short and went short, Tony? Damn.
I mean, I decided to, but it's a very small position. So like I'm just sitting and watching it and waiting for whatever happens next because we got 2 really clear rejections off of this liquidity level, right? I'm kind of operating under the assumption that all these pumps are bullshit right now anyways. So, you
They
know,
are.
I'm just waiting for the other foot to drop here.
This shit is not like holding any value or major
No,
volume.
no, it's not. Look at that. Okay. Taking profits. We got our nice gap fill. We got our nice test here. Cool. Easy. Easy. I'm not selling now. I sold up here. I'm not selling here. We're kind of right back into this channel of consolidation, so I don't really want to fuck with it. There's not really a point. Did it tap that? I don't think it tapped that. It didn't go up that high. But yeah, I mean, I absolutely I sold up here because I saw that big gap and I was like, yeah, there's no way that makes any kind of fucking sense. Like that was a big inefficiency in the market where somebody had a big ask and they pulled their ask off and then fucking bid it up. Like that's all that it is, right?
So who was asking me about gold? I think I saw something like that. GG, Tony. He made 150 on that call.
What on the short?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay. I like that. Good job. Good job. Christmas isn't canceled anymore. Yay.
Oh yeah, Nitrum. So what I was saying, like, is that gold is essentially hitting on the bottom right now at 722. and it is potentially going back up to 869. If it breaks that, we can go back up to 5,000. With a lot of work, of course.
So what I will say, Monkey, is that all of our warrior subs can absolutely post gifts wherever they want to.
Not in here.
N-
You still haven't fixed that.
What, in free chat or in the fucking in the live trades?
Yeah, in the live trades here.
Make you warrior. You can make you warrior.
See, Seth showed it.
Oh god damn it. Okay,
Empty promises here.
we're gonna have to fix that. I swear, man. All these Discord permissions, like, just do what I want. Why doesn't Discord just know what I want?
Yo, Monkey, if you're really a warrior, you should be showing like daily green PNLs.
Yeah. Yeah. We had our nice little short there. Let's see if we get another one. I feel like it's almost time.
Exactly, Uzi, that's the problem. And you also don't have 67k lifetime payouts.
Yeah. That guy, man. I like how that guy got banned, but yet he remains as a meme. That was the funniest shit in the world, dude. He's sitting there flexing. I'm like, you have no idea the kind of people you're talking to, but like, oh, this has some momentum.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. I would love to see it cross under like this 24,851 on the CFD chart.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking beautiful. Why didn't I hold it? That is because I am taking small measured risks and it hit what I wanted it to. I saw buyers coming in, so I got out when the gap filled. And yes, I could have held it.
Just gonna put up some visualization in here.
Yeah. It's because what we're doing is we're scalping. But yeah, I did enter like right next to the top, so I was just hanging out, you know. I did. And I could have held it a little bit, but it was a little risky too.
The fuck? Got a gap again?
We are gonna see what happens. Yeah, we had a small gap. And
Small?
it's selling off immediately.
What do you mean small?
Again, you know what I mean by small.
Dirty fuck.
You know what I mean. You can't see me, but I have my pinky up, and I'm wiggling my pinky around for you because it's so small. It's so small.
I can hear my president, but I don't see my president. Where is he?
Nobody knew.
Holy shit, what a drop.
It's almost time.
The fuck you mean almost?
Wait. Let it retrace.
US 30 is breaking out. I'm gonna wait a little before I enter anything. I don't want to be underwater. Man, this is boring.
A little bit, a little bit.
I don't want to short this. This doesn't look healthy.
If it doesn't look healthy, wouldn't that mean that you did want to short it?
Nah, it looks unhealthy for the shorts. I'm just not seeing the delta to volume ratio.
No, we're kind of just hanging out. But I'm in my short.
I want to see like at least a push of like 80% of sellers dominating.
That would be sick. See, man, with me right now, man, it's just that I feel it, man. I feel it. Feelings.
Come on, give me at least a break below 842. I am asking for much.
No, you're not. You're not asking for a lot at all.
And that's why I didn't short.
I am totally unconcerned.
Bro.
I'm seeing buyers unable to make any kind of forward progression here. That's what I'm seeing.
All right, now I'm short.
Uh-huh.
Patience pays profit. PPP.
No, not likely unless we have some crazy world event happen, Uzi. That's the only time that we do like the free streams on additional days. But you rich motherfucker, you can join Warrior anytime you want. And start learning how to trade equities and options with me. And give your ass something to do. The
Damn.
Fuck? The fuck? What are we doing here?
God damn, that's ugly. And now it's sitting tight on the CFD chart, not moving an inch.
Futures is still flying. Oh my gosh.
Are you still in the short?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Holy
My
drawdown.
mind hasn't changed. I still think that this is super fucking ugly and bearish.
I would be interested in some shorts at like 880, but right now, not at all.
Look at that double rejection off the point of control. I find that to be quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Yeah, I'm still sitting in it. I'm chilling.
Possibly breaking out on US 30 again. Watch out for some longs. with control shifts down.
This is fucking boring. All right, now we're just sitting like right on the point of control. What's ugly? Holy fuck. Come on. Just do something, man.
Alright, I've opened a very small short again.
That's so fucking boring. Give me big swings, goddammit. Come on. Give me big swings. I want big moves. I want big moves.
I think I'm gonna go break even here. As a matter of fact, I might even take profits. Yeah, I'm out.
I'm still in. We're hanging out.
I can always re-enter.
You can. Agreed.
I'm not a devious market maker.
You're not a what?
A devious market maker.
Dude, I'm literally just trading on this.
Now, because I top ticked this like thingy and shorted it right at 862.
So you guys can't hear it because Discord has like really good like excess sound suppression, but Icarus has the noisiest chair in the fucking world. on like my recording software, like dude, I just fucking hear it. I hear every little move he makes, every fart he has. All right, I hear.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I just wanted to let everyone know that you have a really noisy chair.
Now I gotta remind my fan to not go on the toilet when I'm streaming.
You don't know that he actually streams from the toilet.
No, you would definitely hear that.
Still just sitting in it. Like I'm telling you, man, that this big double fucking triple rejection up here. Okay. Like this looks cooked. I'm not hunting for a guppy, okay? I'm fishing for the whale right now. Newsday, in it? Well, it's not Tuesday, in it? Oh, this market's a bunch of bollocks. I was doing that for Swazzle's benefit. Oh my fucking god, stop consolidating endlessly. When you short the break, and it just consolidates anyways.
I am glad I exited that.
Just fucking boring.
Holy shit. We are pumping, boys. Up to the moon.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Full prolongs now.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Dog, this is fucking annoying.
Yeah, you're telling me, dude. I'm sitting here watching this thing just fucking bounce between two liquidity levels over and over again. I'm selling a little more there. If we get back up to the top of this, I'll sell a little tiny more. Selling a little more.
All right, diamond hands. When is the other foot dropping?
We'll see.
Because right now it looks pretty bullish.
Mm.
Oh, wait, hold up. Agent Sick just said, guys, I will call Wall Street. Wait a second.
Yeah, call Wall Street real quick.
Please let them know that 880 is the level to short. If they don't do that, I'ma bag them.
Bag 'em all.
Just putting in some casual 25 million contracts into NASDAQ.
25 million contracts.
I don't know what to think of that.
Of what? That big rejection up top?
Yeah, from 880.
Let's see how we react to the point of control.
Oh my days. US 30. What are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna get out of that trade. I got out of break even after all that shit. After all that shit, just fucking yeah. I'm good. I averaged into it on the peaks, and I just sat and fucking waited.
All right, guys. Now that is how we can short.
Yeah,
Watch.
that's how that works.
Watch market's gonna crash now.
Dude, that happens, you know. That definitely happens.
Pretty often lately.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this market's been just unfucking predictable. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Little bounce off that liquidity level. I'm just really waiting for I'm waiting for something big to happen, and it just isn't happening.
Well, you gotta see it like that. At least you ain't missing the $100 move this time.
Dude, that was so annoying. That was so annoying, especially after everything that happened prior to that. I was like, fuck this stupid market. I had to walk away that day. That's something that you don't see me have to do very often either. Like that was a first for you guys. That was a first for you guys. And get some Auntie Anne's tomorrow, or you get some fucking pretzels. Get some pretzels with your cheese sauce.
Pretzels with cheese sauce. Bro, that's so American.
Yeah, of course it is. We put fucking cheese on everything, man. Everything slathered in grease and cheese and oil, like
Yo.
okay. You guys just aren't good at obesity like we are. Okay, so don't be fucking jealous. Okay.
I'm not jealous at all.
So I saw this. I saw this fucking commercial. I saw this commercial for Applebee's, and they are literally selling. It's nasty as fuck, dude. They're literally selling a cheeseburger that's cut in half and placed onto a plate of melted fucking cheese sauce.
The fuck?
Oh, dude, it looks disgusting. They're sitting there putting that on a commercial. I'm like, shit, I wouldn't advertise that.
Wait,
Oh
didn't I
my
see
god,
someone
is
post a
it time
picture?
yet?
Deleted messages.
Entering short.
Oh, Dennis posted some. Israeli defense minister. We will continue attacks against Hezbollah and target them in the Litani region and other areas. Strait of Hormuz still blocked, per
Yep.
WSJ. Israel's defense minister stated that attacks on Hezbollah will continue, focusing on the Litani region and other locations. Is it bearish or bullish?
War right now, very bearish. But you know, market hasn't picked up any news yet.
Bro, what the fuck is going on with the market? Can it just go down?
It's like right fucking there, man. It's at the cusp of something big.
I've opened a small short here.
Yeah, I'm short 4 contracts right now.
I'm gonna use a very wide stop. Got my stop at 861.
I haven't even been using one.
You're cheating! You're faking out the fake out.
I'm just sitting and fucking waiting, man. I'm just sitting and waiting. Just like we said, don't trust this pop. Like I don't trust us sitting at this level either.
I think the next level that could potentially be targeted on like
Sold
a
more.
clear breakdown would be 777.
Oh, that'd be fucking beautiful. I wish we'd see that.
And I got stopped out. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that shit. It's pissing me off.
It's annoying. It's annoying for sure.
Always this constant stop out though. And I'm even using quite wide stops, like $30 is nothing small.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, man. Just give it a little time. Like this thing is probably going down today, okay? I don't know when. But this thing is going to go down at some point today, I think. I don't think it can sustain these levels.
Short-term gold is going parabolic right now.
Good. Good. Who's FOT? That's me, dog. Gotta learn to abbreviate.
Yo, Vengeance, you're in the server since December 10th last year. You should know who he is.
I'm nobody, dude. I'm just some schmuck on the internet.
For real?
Yeah, the fuck? Who am I, dude? I'm a day trader. Like,
The worst of the worst.
oh my god, this consolidation is just like fucking endless. Every time I think we're about to break down,
Is there something big
there we
coming?
go. Yeah, there is. It's hitting right now. This is the drop.
Great. Gets bought right back up.
Bought right the fuck back up. Sells right the fuck back off. I'm exiting there, taking profits. Fucking held that shit forever, man. I'll sell my entire family and short Nasdaq just to go one pip down. Maybe it could help them. Yeah, no, this market is a shitter. It is a shitter.
Great. Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Love that.
What? I ended up exiting my short a little bit early, but I didn't know that it was going to be early. I saw that I had some gains after sitting through fucking absolute awful, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get out here. Yeah, literally, dude. This price action. That's why I'm not using a stop. Like, this fucking price action is ridiculous right now. I'm almost fully recovered from my stupid Asia trades that I took the other night. I fucking hate trading Asian session, bro. It's like the scammiest shit in the world. Shit, Seth shorted the fuck out of US 30. Okay. Okay. Is it working?
Is it?
I don't have a problem with Asian people. I just hate the Asian trading session. This fucking guy said, "Hey, I'm Asian. Like, how dare you offend? How dare you offend my capital markets, dude? It's because Hong Kong runs it, and it's fucking scammy as shit. Okay,
Be happy that India doesn't run it.
to be honest with you, India trades like a lot of options. They don't trade futures as much. Like India's full of options traders. Like a ridiculous amount of short-term options come out of India.
Yeah, India got oil, but
Hair
they
oil.
also always have a foot in the food.
Oof. There was definitely a video. There was definitely a video of a guy. I'm not sure where he was, but somewhere in the Middle East, and he was stirring a pot of food barefoot on a dirt road. He was stirring it with his hand, and I was like, God, can you imagine buying something that was stirred with an unwashed hand on a dirt road? Like, brother, brother, brother. I'm just sitting and fucking waiting. This goddamn market is crazy.
Bro, Nitrum, even a rock would die.
We're getting down to an area where it's relatively illiquid and there hasn't been much trading happening. Order book's pretty dead, just a little bit below us. I'm seeing a lot of bid activity come in right here, which is kind of interesting. I'm wondering if it just gets wiped out super quick, but we are seeing a lot of bids come in. Hell, we're seeing people slap the ask right now, which is actually incredible.
Is it though?
Yeah, a little bit.
Fuck ass market. I'm glad I didn't go into any heavy positions today.
I mean, I've been taking a few positions and none of them have been really heavy. The heaviest I went was 6 micros. Like that's it. Yeah, Barry, I feel it, dude. To this this week's been just crazy, man. Like this week has been absolutely fucking crazy. Just constant back and forth. Yeah, take your profits and fucking that's fine. I mean, you see me, I'm not in any rush. What am I? I'm up $170. Like I'm I'm chilling, dude. I'm not gonna try to push this. What's happening is not like the most clear thing in the world. I am seeing oil and natural gas companies turn green while everything else is red.
Remember, Barry also has it in his bio. And trading is like farting. If you gotta force it, it's probably shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's true. That's true. So that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to force anything. Right? I had to trade my way out of fucking getting caught on the bottom and had to find some peaks to short and average in so that way I can exit with a profit and I'm just not trying to do it.
I just seen that. What the fuck is that name? Got a
Bro,
guy
to be
here
honest
in
with
the
you,
stream.
if you can do 0.5% or 1% in a day, like you're doing fine. You do not need to do a ton. A lot of times with trading, less is more, to be so honest with you. Right? Being patient, just fucking waiting for the right opportunity to arise. And like today, today it's just been choppy, man.
Father, have you seen this name already in the audience here?
Which one?
Donkey Dick Diego.
That's a great name. What about it?
That's the same shit as fat balls.
No, Donkey Dick Diego is something different, man. That's something different. That's the SLS crew, bro. Yeah. That's the SLS crew, bro. Shout out to the SLS crew. I like how it's holding up better than like the rest of the broader market because if you look at a bunch of the if you look at a bunch of like the small caps right now, dude, they're just eating shit. Like anything that's risk on. But SLS is holding up very well comparatively. Yeah, exactly. The biotech small caps are relatively stable right now, which is really interesting to me. I wonder I wonder if XBI is oh, crude is 101 now. What's XBI doing? XBI is holding up pretty well. That's why. It's only down 0.5% as compared to everything else, which is just eating absolute shit. Yeah. So, yeah. Really interesting really interesting price action on oil right here.
I just saw something right now for Immunic, the the company that I showed you, small
Mhm.
cap. Immunic to offer up to 460 million shares of common stock registered for resale by selling stockholders.
Ooh, that is big dilution. That's gonna fucking tank that.
Their market cap is 159.
They're gonna tank that fucking thing. They're gonna offer and probably go sub dollar, and then and then after that, they are going to they're gonna probably reverse split. But the question also is like, are they going to sell it immediately? Like, do they need the cash now? Or is it something where they just registered the shelf? Right. Yeah. Maybe if we used our fair value bullshit, we could have done some bullshit. You're right. Oh my God. Are we going to finally fucking drop, or are we just going to sit here forever?
Barry, why the fuck are you blaming me?
Because it's your fault, believe it or not.
Oh man,
You're
not
like, yeah, that's
again.
valid. Ooh.
Not again.
Oh.
Careful, it's a fake out.
The fucking bid is stacked right now, dude. Like there's heavy selling pressure going into it, but that bid is pretty fucking stacked. I want to see us break down under this like 781. That's what I'd really like to see. Breaking under that 781 would be a really big deal, and it could trigger something big happening. Like a big move down. Oh,
Right,
dude. Yo,
Swazzle.
yo, everyone tag Uzi right now. Dude, he's like, what the fuck? This motherfucker's phone just blew up.
Good. Yeah, well, Katarao, he can't like get like any messages from women if he doesn't talk to them. So
Uzi's getting raided. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, Barry, because now you're hitting like kind of that first block. It's funny because a lot of people they'll get that first payout and then they get like confident. And I'm not saying this is what's happening with you, but they get too confident and then they start making boneheaded mistakes. I've seen that a million times, right? Or they'll win one trade and suddenly they think that they're like some trading god. Um, we've also just been in some really tough markets. Like there's a reason that I'm being very cautious and very reserved, right? Yeah, that happens, Agent Sick, right? And that's the thing. Like, I don't want you guys to misunderstand in the way that like a lot of the people that are posting TikToks and posting all over fucking X and things are, right, where they want to make you like FOMO into trading super heavily. Like I'm trying to not like I hope that you never get that impression from me because I really don't want you guys to do that. Like I I want you guys to be very, very focused and very calm and just waiting and not in a rush. Because the second you start rushing, that's where you're gonna fuck up. Like, yeah, every once in a while, the gambler wins. Usually the house wins. So it's better to just not walk into the casino and to trade with like a little bit of fucking sense, right? Trade with a little sense.
Thoughtballs. I mean, you can also just quit your job and just like do something else. That's also a possibility.
Yeah, fart balls, and that I definitely get that. I definitely get that. But you know what? All we gotta do is hang out. All we gotta do is hang out. And you just wait, right? There's no rush in any of this. There's levels to this. Like it takes time. And realize that like for everyone who's learning how to trade right now, like you are learning how to trade in the toughest markets we've seen in 5.5 years. And I think anybody who's actually been around for that long will tell you the same thing. Like, these are the toughest markets to trade in half of a decade. COVID was the last time that it was tough like this. And it doesn't last forever, okay? It doesn't last forever. Like, eventually things will go back to being very easy once again. Is it today? Yeah, not fucking likely, bud. But the thing is, and I don't want to give the impression that it's easy, right? Because it can be, but right now this is difficult and people are getting liquidated. And that's why, like, even with all this experience, like I'm still telling you guys to be cautious. I'm still being cautious myself. I've been sitting here watching this fucking thing consolidate all day because I'm not seeing the things that I want to see.
Also, you gotta realize like trading is the hardest like work to make the easiest money.
Catterall, no. How do people get liquidated though? Poor risk management, gambling, right? Trying to force trades. Like there's a million ways, right? Getting too stuck inside of a trade. Like realize that when I say people are getting liquidated, I don't just mean retail. Like I mean fucking Wall Street is being liquidated. They're actually changing rules around what can be used as margin. This is an SEC rule change. They're changing rules around what can be used as collateral for margin to borrow securities. So they're allowing like things from the Russell 1000 and 2000, a bunch of small caps to be used as collateral to obtain margin loans. And that is actually fucking crazy because everything small cap like the Russell 2000, like dude, it's volatile. It's volatile as fuck. It's not traditionally something that lenders would want to consider collateral. But right now they're kind of being forced to because there are so many liquidity issues in the market. Like what you have to realize is that US markets liquidity is a mirage, right? Almost everything is owned. Almost everything is owned. When you're buying something, it's generally shorted to you by market makers. It's a function of their job. That's how they provide liquidity, is they take their massive margin accounts and they short whatever you want to buy to you. And when you want to sell something, they're the ones that buy it. They provide liquidity. And if they're super stressed, then the liquidity is super stressed. And that's what we're seeing right now. Like, look, this fucking chart's a mess, dude. It's just wick, 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 John Wick, 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 wick. Right? Like, it's cooked. It's cooked. So you have to realize that, like, everyone is feeling this right now. And it's important to not get FOMO. It's important to keep your head on straight. Yeah, you like that, John Wick? Wick, 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 John Wick.
Speaking of him, where is he?
Who, Baba?
Nah, John Wick's trades.
Oh, I don't know where he is. He hasn't been around in a while.
He's just sending me reels on Instagram.
How is the death zone looking? Are we inching closer? We went away from it. Like we pumped up kind of above it, and we're like doing this weird slow, like low volume, low liquidity bleed out right now. But I think that 781 level is going to be the trigger for something much bigger.
Oh, yep.
We just have to wait. We have to wait and see if we actually hit it.
Right now, the current point of control, like inside the candles over a course of some time, is 795 and 790. So there's a little $5 range in which there's heavy support.
Yeah, we, like I said, I don't know that that it's gonna break down right here. I think that it will.
No should be the flush.
It'd be cool. We're close. I don't think we're quite there yet, but
give it some time. We're faking out the market because the usual moves happen after stream and we are already over.
Yeah, that's literally the reason that I'm fucking waiting. That's literally why we're sitting here waiting. Is because that's certainly a trend. So we have a longer stream today. Yeah. You did a little over trading. But you know what? You're still green on that, Swazzle, so just hang out.
Nothing happening. Again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. There is no
literally,
use.
Barry. Literally. Like you do not need to use big size. You see me, for the most part, I'm trading with 2. Sometimes I end up adding a little bit to it. But generally, like, I'm trading 2 micros. I'm not trading heavily. I don't want to take big size into any of this. Like, I bet fucking oil's pumping. Yeah, oil is pumping. Good. Make LSE pump now.
I'm hungry. Can you order me a pizza?
Yeah. NASDAQ is like barely hanging in there. And see, that's what I've been saying this whole time, right? Like you had me say it, you had Icarus say it, you even had Eisen pop in, who doesn't always pop into stream, and he was like, dude, shorts are on the menu. Like, dude, everybody, I think we're all on the same page here. That it's just kind of a matter of time until this fucking thing drops. But that matter of time could be a little bit away. Like, I mean, realistically, it could be a little bit away. Does that mean today, tomorrow? Like, I don't fucking know, man. What I do know is that big pump yesterday in the indices was a big overreaction to what was really just kind of like nothing news. They're like, oh yeah, fucking ceasefire. Okay. Exactly, Garrick. That's exactly how it's gonna happen. You know how this works. That's why, if anything, dude, like what we have to do is we're gonna have to just end the stream, because if we don't, like, it's just never gonna happen. The second we do, then it's gonna fucking die. Well, not only that, but Thursdays also where you start to really see the options chain pin come out, right? You start to see that gamma pin. And you might ask, like, what does that have to do with futures? Well, it has fucking everything to do with futures, right? Because futures on indices are holding all the companies that are heavily traded on the options chains, right? Like, it matters.
Yo, what does your son has to do with that? Chill down, Rain.
Yo, Rain going crazy right now. We still need to watch Uzi shove a stick up his ass. You know what? So there was a time, okay, when all the GameStop and AMC shit was happening, right? The meme mania of 2021, where a guy literally said, like, if GameStop hit a certain price, that he was going to shove a banana up his ass, and it hit that price, and so he shoved a banana up his ass, and then you didn't hear from that guy for years, and then I think it was last year, maybe 2024. He comes back with another bet and says that, like, okay, if it hits this price, then I'm gonna shit in my hand. And then it hit that price, and he literally took a shit in his own hand and took a picture of it and uploaded it to Reddit.
Sick people.
So, like, those things happen, right? Trading is a very complex world. Trading finds a way.
I also have another great one for you, but that the person behind it didn't actually do their stuff that they said they do. It was, I think, in 2024, somewhere around the start of the year, from a person named Michael Huddleston. He said if Bitcoin reaches 100K, he's gonna delete every video on his channel.
And he didn't, yeah. Huddleston, that's the ICT guy, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, the fucking guy. It's the best one that I really hope happens. I hope it happens at some point, just because I think it was funny. So Jim Cramer, right? Jim Cramer came out on X, and he said that if GameStop hits $100, he'll eat his own shorts on live TV. And he said that if it hit $1,000, that he would suck off a horse.
Man,
it's a complex world where people shit in their hands and shove bananas up their ass. Absolutely. It's a very beautiful world. It's subtle but beautiful. Yeah, bro. The horse. Bro, you think I'm kidding? Like, God damn it. Jim
no.
Cramer horse meme. It's a tweet, okay?
Oh, fuck.
This is real.
Oh, fuck.
This is real.
Shit.
Okay. This is real. If it's $1,000, he'll suck off a horse on live TV. Posted on May 14th of 2024. Like, what's not clear about that? Okay, trading is a hard game. Okay, so sometimes.
Yo.
No, it didn't end up happening. Yo, literally, call Roaring Kitty. Tell him that we need a favor.
No.
Oh my fucking god, dude. This thing's not moving. Okay. So I think at this point we're kind of just watching paint dry. Nothing's really happening that's interesting to me that I really want to see, to be honest with you. So I think that this is probably time to go ahead and call it for the day.
Yeah,
And
fuck off, everyone.
and if we see something interesting happening a little bit later, I'm going to be posting it for the Warriors. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on it if there's something super clear. So, if you're not in the Warrior tier, then you're making a mistake and you need to be here. We do futures, equities, and options. So, hang out. Come hang out. What the fuck is this pump? This isn't to be trusted. This isn't to be trusted.
Quick check Trump's ex. Did he post?
He's gonna be like, even though they broke the ceasefire, even though they broke the ceasefire, I have love for the Iranian people that I've been bombing. That's it. That's all he says. Something Joe Biden. Something Obama's birth certificate.
Yo, Barry! Spoiler alert. No one gives a fuck about your fair value gap. Not even the market does.
Dude, the fair value gaps, it doesn't even make sense from like a conceptual standpoint, to be honest with you. But you know what? That's a rant for another time. This is why we don't trust that pump, right? Just in the same way that it gapped up here and we started pumping here, and I was like, hey, don't trust that, right? Don't trust this. Okay, this is a trap. It's a trap. That's a little Star Wars reference for you guys.
Yo, what the fuck? Now I think it's high time we get the fuck out of here.
Dude, trading Mythbusters is a good idea. Oh, trading Mythbusters is a good idea.
Oh shit. Barry said it broke his trend line. He's thinking the line will hone it back in.
Ooh,
I think
it broke a trend.
I think we should have Barry up here giving some calls, should we?
We could get Barry up here. Barry's gonna come up. He's gonna be like, "All right, guys. So, anyways, if it breaks this price, I'm gonna shit in my hand." Market makers versus Barry's trend line. He'll make trading great again. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I'm out. I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, that was one too much.